Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh,
wonderful.
That's nice.
That's
nice.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Well,
It's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick, yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
Wearing
I can
pants.
buy pants now.
Who needs pants? You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have
We
thongs.
we are a desert people. We have pants.
If basically what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth
Yeah,
real
no,
life,
it's fair.
Yeah.
which is really bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
very
so
bad.
good.
Gonna get some bad Yelp reviews.
It's like the word of Odin on Fate. Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5
great
stars.
food, great food. Stuff gets stolen though. Service is okay. I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review. Odin can't keep an eye on one mask.
Oh.
He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
obviously.
100%. I'm just now
Like,
just
oh, this
imagining
guy's a total
frost
frost
giants
giant.
on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of like really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie, Zowie, Break the Douchador.
Door! Oh my god! Yes, I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I want that on a
How many
shirt
people-
now.
Go.
Good early afternoon, all you lovely people at D20 Live. I'm, of course, Big Mike, and welcome back to Star Wars. Let's
kill Vader. We have a group of, maybe, Mandalorians working together to try and achieve the greatest possible feat in the history of fandom, killing Darth Vader, even though it's both hard and canonically incorrect. But it's not about me, it's about my players. And
we don't know the canon.
Pretty sure they do. Let's get our players to introduce themselves.
Darth Vader's fate is so ambiguous in the movies, you know. Anything could happen.
I don't think he's real. I think he's made up.
But let's get people to introduce themselves, starting from the bottom of my list with Vangelis. Introduce yourself and your character.
Me. I'm Vangelis. I'm Chris Vangelis, Mind Freak. I'm playing 80FAD33Z, a droid who is pretty sure he's actually a very old Mandalorian whose soul got put into a droid body, and he's got a lot of opinions. And a flamethrower. However, I no longer guarantee I'll use a flamethrower this game. I've grown.
Okay. Next up, Tom.
Hey, I'm Tom. He's an Evil Genius White. I do the show Weird Video Games on YouTube. I'm playing Scab, a man with a reasonable amount of brain cells, but they're all dedicated to blowing things up.
I can hear Kaluna from past episodes yelling at you about that number. Next up, of course, Dom.
Yo, I am Dominic Noble. I'm playing Dwahid Ithima. He is a Chiss, a slicer, which means a hacker. He's a big fan of Grand Admiral Thrawn, the coolest of the Chiss, to the point where he bases his entire personality on trying to be like him. And, he blew.
And last but most, of course, not least, Kaluna.
Hi everyone, I'm Kaluna. I'm playing a Twi'lek named Shiri, although I'm slightly regretting now that I'm not two Jawas in a trench coat with a droid face. Because, man, that would have been really good. But I figure we need one character to be the who doesn't think she's an idiot compared to everybody else. Whether she is or not is its own thing.
I keep telling you we don't.
I feel like the entire game has really just been the three of you telling Declan to come join us at the stupid side. It's fun here.
I'm driving the ship. I feel like I need to be at least slightly competent.
Anyway, last time on Star Wars Let's Kill Vader, the Mandalorians, maybe, with their recently christened ship, and then in brackets, a Wayfarer, just rescued Jabba's rank. Yeah, I went back and checked what you called your stupid ship.
I didn't remember. All I knew it was stupid.
It was just like, it was the last 20 minutes of the episode was us naming that fucking shit.
That's usually that's in most tabletop things. The two things that I spend the most amount of time on are coming up with a name and trying to open a door.
The /a Wayfarer just rescued Jabba's Rancor via nagging. Now knowing the flight route of the Executor, they have mere days to catch the Dark Lord of the Sith at Coruscant before he travels to gain supplies at I hate how I name things. Hepitaticular for 1 week before speeding off to some unknown destination that may or may not have a forest moon. Don't act like you don't know where this is going. Our protagonists must now decide their course of action. And just a reminder to everyone, you can donate to this stream, and all donation proceeds will go directly to Direct Relief, which provides hospital and medical support to various countries worldwide. For $2, you can add 1 dice to either improve or create complications for the players. For $5, you can give them 1 character point, which allows them to add an additional dice to their dice rolls. And for $10, you can give them 1 force point, which allows them to double their dice pool at any time. Our lovely Sam, my production manager, is on the con to cash those donations. And with that, we begin. Where do you all want to go on your very stolen ship?
Okay, so we know currently Vader is on his big ship around Coruscant. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna call it the big ship because that's cooler.
Okay, cool.
Also because I'm bad with names. So he's currently circling Coruscant. And we want to try to find out... do we know what planet he's going to be on to refuel, or the system?
You know the planet.
Okay. So we could head to the planet and try to find a way to sneak onto the ship, because we're subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, though, shockingly, we have been in the past.
Yep. You can choose to rush it, and you'll only have like maybe a day or so to get to the planet and try and sneak in on Coruscant in some way. Or you can go to the refueling planet, have a bit more time to prepare. Maybe it'll be less security considering it's not the imperial capital of the universe. It's entirely up to you. I
want to go to Space New York.
I have learned from my mistakes, and I am ready for anything you can throw at me. Bring it on.
Now it's a fucking challenge.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Party.
Let's go to Hoth.
Do we have enough guns? Do we have enough guns to do the mission, or do we need more guns to kill Vader? Because
I think we need 7 more guns to kill Vader.
7 more guns. Make a note of that.
Well, he has Okay, hang on. Before I make assumptions, do we know that he has a lightsaber?
Let me check what you guys got to.
What do we know
if there's
about...
anything we know about Vader, yes, he has a magic laser sword.
Okay.
I will tell you what you know.
that?
I will tell you what you know. Well, you did rolls early in your first game for what you know.
Oh, right, yeah.
So you know that he is Vader's hatchet / black bag man, and he's got magic powers, and he might be on Coruscant. He has a battleship which is known as the Superstar Destroyer, the Executor. He wears armor that helps him breathe. That means he's probably under some kind of medical aid, and his base is on Mustafar. You do not know whether or not he has a lightsaber by virtue of the fact that everyone who sees that lightsaber typically dies.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, the plan was, since he needs his armor to breathe, we just turn his armor off. Simple as that.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is honestly probably the smartest way to go about it.
We remembered the plan. We should find some way to turn off his magic breathing armor. Because he can't. If a man, I have a lot of battle knowledge from the years I've been alive. If a man can't breathe, then a man can't be alive for very long, and that gives us some extra time to kill him. If we all
what
if
so
he can't breathe?
Unless he's a droid.
We could finally.
I don't even know what that would be like.
We have a chance here to answer an incredibly age-old question within Star Wars. Like, what the fuck do those buttons on Vader's chest do?
Are you gonna roll up and push
We could just, yeah. We just, are you dead yet?
1d6 per button.
The most powerful Sith Lord in the history of Star Wars. You're gonna roll up and be like, but does that switch turn him off?
I mean, I'm here just thinking probably the easiest way to shut off his breathing apparatus is to shoot it. But I mean, that's the same as just shooting any person.
Yes.
And
no,
just trying to shoot Vader doesn't usually go well.
I'm pretty committed to find the reset switch now at this point.
Yeah, hear me out. Is there a Star Wars equivalent to Girl Scouts?
You're gonna try and sell him cookies and then go...
No, I figure if we have some sort of disguise, we can get off close.
Yeah.
So
Space
you won't.
Scouts, I've heard of them.
You would rather than disguising yourselves as stormtroopers, the guys who are walking around all the time, or Imperial officers.
Everyone does stormtroopers.
You thought it would be easier to go as the Star Wars equivalent.
I can't wear a stormtrooper helmet. I'm a Twi'lek.
We are an elite cadre of Mandalorian operatives. We don't do things the easy way. We do things.
It will not fit on my head.
Like, 4 stormtroopers stroll up and one of them's wearing a helmet that's out here.
You chisel out 2 holes and there's Kalina's character walking around.
No, it's just extra big to fit.
No, that's why I'm at this point in time, I cannot be a stormtrooper. We're not in the new trilogy, so sorry.
All right, we'll hollow out an astromech droid and stick you in there, okay? And we'll tow you along.
Just a pair of feet underneath running.
I mean, Chewbacca didn't fit in as stormtroopers. outfits. They just put handcuffs on him. Like, this is our prisoner. Just do this the same thing.
That's what we should do. We'll go to Kashyyyk. We'll pick up just a bunch of Wookiees and sick them on him.
I'm glad that you chose include more people.
Like the Banthas. We were dropping Banthas the first time, so we just get a bunch of Wookiees. Just drop a bunch of Wookiees on the executive.
We'll get them high, like we got the
we were
Banthas high,
able to get our hands
and we'll
on a
throw
crate
them in a
train.
room. They'll tear Vader apart.
I love how my Girl Scout idea is sounding better and better the more we talk.
It is not a good idea. Do not think it's sounding better. We have an equal
I wonder
shelf of
if I
bad
could-
ideas.
Oh, now I
could
just want
fit
a
very
Wookiee
tiny-
just as a Girl Scout.
I can fit very tiny doses of detonite inside each cookie.
Oh!
Chewbacca did wear a
Long
suit.
term! You're gonna kill it with space diabetes.
So which planet did you want to meet up with Vader at?
We're gonna go to the refueling planet.
Yeah, the refueling planet probably makes more sense.
All right, let's get you settled in there.
I'll have more time for stuff.
Okay.
We can refuel our own ship while we're there. It's two space birds with one space stone.
All right.
Maybe we'll end up at the same pump as the Executor, and we'll make small talk while we're fueling up. And be like, oh hey, can we see inside your ship? It looks nice.
Ah, taxes,
I
huh?
tried that line before. That always works. Yeah.
Can you believe space fuel is so expensive right now? Bloody space Biden.
I mean,
I want to go off the grid. I say as a droid.
Okay. So you are heading to the
Just that guy on that desert planet, like he's just hanging out. That old dude. I forget his name. No, I know who Obi-Wan is. The one who's basically Obi-Wan in the new trilogy, who gets immediately shot by Kylo Ren's stormtroopers.
Are you?
The guy who's also in Game of Thrones.
What's wrong, Sam?
I only just realized now that Tom's shirt says shirt.
you're welcome.
At least it wasn't a technical issue. All right. Okay, so you're heading to the planet.
Nuss is crashing the stream.
You are heading to the planet Hepatacular, a forest planet that has been mostly that is having sections of it reconverted, largely for storage bases for the Empire. While not conventionally on most navigation or astronavigation locations, it's just a covert space for loading and unloading. And as you come out of, so you're heading to there. Tom, what was it you keep foreshadowing this thing you want to do on the ship? May I ask you what it is?
Okay, guys. So the computer on this ship has a wealth of information about all kinds of subjects. I learned a lot about certain gizmos and how to build them. I've been working on this thermal detonator. I think it's coming along really well. See, the thing about making a thermal detonator is you need to have a nice contained environment just in case anything goes wrong. We don't have one of those, so I've just been kind of winging it. But I think it speaks for itself. It looks
You've been
pretty
building
much
that
like
in my ship?
All right, Tom.
I mean, this is
We
what I have to
live
work
in
with.
a contained environment.
Our ship is not a contained environment.
Tom, I need you
It's
to
the
roll.
entire environment when we're
Yeah.
in space.
I need you to roll for build weapons engineering to build your thermal detonator. I want to see how good you do.
Okay.
All right.
That's the big surprise. You made a grenade.
A big one.
I rolled an 8.
I don't remember if that's good or not.
That's okay.
This single digit scares me.
Middling.
That's 2
from what I
4s.
remember.
All right. So okay. How 8?
Yeah, that's 2 4s.
All right.
So neither of them is whatever. Like the force die doesn't matter.
All right. So the thermal. Normally, I'm going to say that because of what you rolled, normal thermal detonators do 10 damage at point blank range. Yours does only 8. So it's slightly less lethal than a conventional thermal detonator.
I thought you were setting up for it to explode in his face. I was getting very worried.
Well,
You guys want that? Do you want it to be that the detonator is going to explode?
if it blows up in his face, we all die.
Yeah,
true.
especially if we're in transit.
Because, like, even if we survive the initial explosion, it's gonna blow a hole in our ship.
I mean, the ship is partially in vacuum anyway. There's not much left to blow up.
No, you
Oh,
got
no,
your
wait,
ship.
no, we repaired it.
Yeah, you got your
We
ship
repaired it, didn't
fixed.
we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
we
it
got it
named
repaired.
and everything.
We have a very
Yeah, oh yeah, we had the nice lady from the Mandalorian.
lovable
fix our
Mandalorian
ship.
character.
You had it
Yeah.
fixed via
You got the
cameo.
You got the depressed AI on the ship now
The
too.
power was it the power of fanfic? No.
Fan service.
What's the fans? Thank you. That was going to drive me mad.
Yes, the power of fan service got you a brand spanking new retrofitted ship. No
Still looks
blast.
like an iron.
Yeah, it still looks like a iron, but it's far better defended, better engines, and now has independent door locks.
Nice.
Thicker, faster iron.
Yeah. And an AI with
Oh,
depression.
right.
Just gotta...
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Jeremy.
Shut up, Jeremy.
I haven't even said
Hey,
anything
Jeremy!
yet.
I made this!
Oh, well, I'm happy you were able to make something with your life.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
Jeremy, you have my permission to jettison him into space if it looks like he's gonna blow us up. I don't know if you have that ability, but you have my permission regardless.
Okay.
Jeremy,
Question:
don't do it if I'm
do you
standing
want that
next
to apply retroactively? Because on this trip, he's nearly blown you up 4 times.
I'll say starting now.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm not good.
Aw, is there anything I can do to help?
Dwa keeps,
Hey, I'll make-
keeps yelling at me
I'll make you a grenade.
and telling me to shut
Jeremy,
up.
would you like a grenade?
Does the AI want a grenade?
Yeah, Jeremy's my friend. I'm trying to help him out.
I can't throw a grenade.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have hands.
I'm not very good at.
How
the
dare
friend
you
thing.
make him
I just-
feel
I just
bad
wanna
about
do
his lack of
something
arm?
nice.
You are ableist. How dare you?
I just have engines.
Who doesn't
Indoors.
like a grenade?
I can't throw a grenade. I
Me.
just have hands. I don't have hands. I'm a spaceship.
Buddy. If I install like Galaga, will that be happier for you?
So we need to make you some hands.
Or
Yeah.
install Tetris.
I do like games. Can I get a game?
Oh, shut up, Jeremy. Let's go to fucking
Okay.
deforestation
I'll
plans.
I'll try to find you a game so you can entertain yourself.
Okay. All right.
Be nice to the ship.
Giving next to the depressed ship.
He's so adorable! And he's the only thing keeping us alive, probably.
Anyway, so you are rolling up on the planet. You can see sections of forest have been cleared away to make for large storage facilities. Because of the fact that it's also a refueling station, you can see, even from space, large canisters that have been secured into the ground with hatches on them and various bulkheads, kept a reasonable distance apart. No, wait, this is Star Wars. Everything blows up. Kept really close to each other. Everyone who's a fan of Star Wars goes, yeah. Kept unreasonably close to each other, violating safety ordinance because the Empire doesn't know how to do anything sensibly.
Hey guys, look, a save point. Oh no.
And there are various landing pads across the planet. So, what would you guys like to do to try and get onto the planet?
Land safely? Do we is
We
this
should
a
land at a landing pad.
I assume, based on our adventures thus far, that we have like a list of like Empire codes if we run into any trouble landing on the planet?
At no point have you acquired Imperial codes.
Dang.
You
So
never
is
went out
this
your
an
way to-
Imperial...
This is an
That's why I
Imperial
was
planet.
like...
If
Oh,
we
right,
land
yeah,
on the planet, we can steal codes to land on the planet properly.
Hey Jeremy,
Yeah.
how good are you at fooling Empire codes?
Hey, you got a slicer right here.
I was gonna say you could make.
You're gonna go to the fucking depressed computer before you go to the fucking hacker.
I wanted to ask him what his skill set was. I was trying to help him feel included. He's part of the team.
Jeremy, if you say one word, I'm deleting you.
You can't
wait a
do
minute.
that. Well, you can, but don't. Please don't. He's my friend.
Not for long.
Oh.
No!
I don't.
He's
feel
not
like
saying
we have
anything,
a very
you told him
inclusive
not to
environment for
talk.
Jeremy here.
Who has has the most authority on the ship?
You are on your last warning, Jeremy. I have had it up to here with you.
Done nothing wrong.
You've had him for all of 5 minutes.
We're gonna give him such trauma. Like, if he survives this, he's gonna become like Hal whatever his name is, 9000.
Yeah,
and he's been pre-traumatized too. I mean, it's
buddy.
So if you guys can either radio in, because there will of course be an orbital security check, naturally.
Sure.
And you can try to persuade your way on, or your slicer can indeed use computer programming to get you on.
All right, Mr. Slicer.
That'll be
You're up
computer
for the
programming
challenge?
repair.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, it did. 19. Okay.
It's pretty good.
All right. So
Yeah, you wanted to ask fucking Jeremy.
I just wanted him to feel included.
So, Dom, as you punch in, you realize that because this isn't like this is a more covert Imperial facility. You realize that it actually. Oh, there's a beautiful woman behind me.
Aww.
Who ooped my love for my wife? Anyway,
I said sup.
Oh, sup. My bad. Anyway, because of the fact that this is a secure facility and is actually rather remote for its location, the security isn't as tough as this would be on a normal facility, and you easily are able to find Imperial cipher codes to make landfall. So someone is going to have to convince them that you still have to talk to them to go down, of course. And who wants the persuasion skill?
Who's got the chatting ability?
That would be you, Dom.
I could.
Or
Yeah.
you have command.
What?
Yeah, I
what?
could also command them if you want.
What's the skill that like charisma's basically under in this?
Oh, that would be under perception.
Perception. Okay. I don't have anything that's specific to talking, but my perception is 4.
Okay.
Do we want to be smooth or firm? That's really the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, while everyone's working on this, I start working on my next project. I already did a roll for you. So we can discuss it whenever that comes up.
That's a 7. What was the project?
Oh no.
I'm making some detonite. I need to replenish the detonite that I used up blowing up the Sarlacc.
You're able to.
I apologize in advance if Jeremy jettisons you into space.
You make two dice worth of explosive detonite. It's 2 pounds.
It's still one thing of detonite, but it's 2.
It does 2D in damage because it's like each pound of detonite does a D in damage. Each unit of detonite physically does 1D of damage for explosive purposes. You made 2 worth.
Okay.
So it's easier just to me to say you doing that much damage when you blow something open.
Okay.
All right.
I will probably try to make more next time I have an opportunity, but I will leave that up to you.
Sure. I can let you roll one more time just because I can say you were doing this in transit.
Okay.
And you'll have that excess detonite. So
I figured the thermal detonator probably took up most of the time.
But just because I know what's going to happen? Okay,
Same roll.
Another 2 pieces of detonite. All right, moving on. We are now, all of you are currently in orbit, so I believe Chris has command as an ability.
I do. So I could command, or Dua could be more smooth about it. So I guess it's really, we're both making the case, right? I'm like, I could just tell him, like I told that Rancor. I could tell him to let us on. Just give me the word. I'll give them the word.
Okay, well,
My word.
I'll say I'm the communications officer, and if they give me any shit, I'll say, well, I'm putting my supervisor on. I'm putting the captain on, and then you can bulldoze them.
Very good, Captain.
I'm just going to be focusing on driving the ship for when inevitably we have to make an evasive maneuver.
That's fair. Okay, now I will ask you all a question. Did you want to try and... It's a huge planet that's been repurposed. Did you want to try and find out where the hell Vader will be docking?
Sure.
I feel...
Seems to behoove us.
Yeah, that's probably partially necessary.
All right. Just going to put that
I got
bug
this.
in. All right.
We probably want to land not like really close to him, but like near-ish, because if we're trying to sneak, we don't want to.
Put me on the space phone.
You are on.
Okay.
All right, you chime in. Attention, unidentified shuttle. This is Imperial. You have entered Imperial space. Please provide your authorization codes.
This is Imperial Transport 1138. We are here to deliver a supply of power converters and a specialized battle droid to the Executor. Please direct us to the pad for rendezvous.
One moment, please. One moment, please.
I think you're the battle droid, Chris.
Ship, you are not showing on our manifest. We have had no orders come in for that. Can you please provide your authorization codes?
I'm assuming that's the thing I sliced.
Yeah, that's the thing you sliced.
Yeah.
All right. Beep boop, beep boop. It was probably this fucking asshole called Jeremy who forgot to pass on the orders to you. He's always causing trouble. He's on his last warning. He's going to get fired very soon.
I'm in a separate text conversation with Jeremy, just telling him he's great.
Can you,
I'm
Dom? Can you
stroking
make
the
a
console.
can you make a perception roll just to see what you get? Just for the verbal conversation. Okay. All right. It's like, all right. Yeah, you know how it goes. Frigging orders are changing all the time. I don't even know how the hell we're supposed to refuel something that friggin' big. Anyway, make your way down. We'll put you out at platform 452. Sending the coordinates to you now. Have a good one. I don't know why the hell they put you in that old shitbox.
Oh, it's a piece of shit, but you know how it is. Rebellions left, right, and center. All the cool wing-moving shuttles are being bagsied by the big guys, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, I get you, man. We've had been using smugglers. We got another guy with a ship just like yours right next to where you're going to be landing.
Oh.
Hi, I'm the captain. What designation of that ship, please?
The fucking, I don't.
Is it also like, wait, it's also like an iron-shaped ship?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Does the captain have any hands?
Oh, no, that was the weirdest fucking part. He just had 2 buzzsaw blades for hands.
Oh, no.
Double checking if you could give us
Do you know this asshole?
designation.
Yes.
Oh, no, that was
no,
Heather.
that's
That
better than my
was
life.
Heather.
No, he's
Just
going
no,
more
just-
off.
Yeah, just a shot in the dark.
Huh, good shot. Yeah, no. I swear, like, ever since we got that fucking rebel in lockup. Oh, man.
The one we inadvertently helped escape, that one.
You got your guys a rebel? That's badass. How did that happen?
Oh, man, you've no idea. We caught a fucking group of spies going through. A bunch of fucking Bothans. They're all dead now, but man, we could not put this asshole down. So we realized he was one of their commanders. So we took him, and he's kind of in lockup right now.
Is he a Bothan as well?
Oh, he ain't a Bothan. He's a... Oh. What? Jerry! What's the fishy boys?
A Mon Calamari?
Yeah, one of those. He's one of those.
Huh. Oh, look at these Giga Chads over here capturing rebels.
Yeah, right? Oh, he was an asshole.
This is the captain again. Just curious, whereabouts you keeping that rebel? We come by and spit on him.
Oh, same spot we're dropping you off. We're handing him off to Vader.
Akbar.
Just double checking. Do you mean Darth Vader or some other Vader?
Yeah, Darth Vader. You know.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Mr. Vader.
Is there some other Dark Father out there? I mean,
there's no Jerry Vader there, buddy. Yeah, it's Vader. It's Vader's ship, the Executor.
I thought that was a Pokemon.
No.
There's a lot of stuff going on in this planet. Sorry, turn off my gun. There's a lot of stuff going on this planet.
Yeah, this place is fucking kicking off, yeah.
I'm just imagining an Executor in like a fucking Imperial outfit.
Alright, cool. Well, we kindly thank the helpful Imperial officer and Kaluna take us down.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool. Kaluna, do you mind rolling to fly casual?
Yup.
Fly casual.
The space transport.
Yep.
I'm getting a bit of echo. Is anyone else hearing that?
Nope.
Not.
I'm not.
Is your mic on in Zoom again? Or not Zoom, in Roll20?
Oh, dear. No, I don't think so. I
Anyway,
think you talked me through not doing that anymore.
Kaluna, you have successfully navigated yourself down to the planet side. There's not a great deal of like there's the occasional TIE fighters and just TIE bombers that are. Oh, okay, Tom. Did you private message that to me?
Yes.
Okay, all right. It's.
Oh no.
All
We're
right.
gonna need to steal the other ship.
You might.
Oh no! Tom!
I didn't do anything yet. Well, okay, I did, but I didn't do anything bad
Just
yet.
fix this thing, man.
At least, please tell me if you're gonna do it. We've at least entered an atmosphere first.
You have. You've actually touched down on the platform.
Oh, thank God.
And as you touch down, they park you right next to the ship that's identical to yours.
Neat. Okay. Yep. Did they see our ship the last time?
Yeah.
It was theirs.
It's their ship.
Have we in any way?
Maybe he's over it.
Have
might
we
have
in
gotten
any
over
way
it.
like repainted it at all? Like.
No. You,
Oh,
you
good, okay.
changed the access code data. Okay, well, let me rephrase. There are new, because of the extra plating that's on it, it looks like a heavier version of your ship, and this is a very common ship. So
Okay.
it's not like he
So they won't immediately assume
it's the same ship, yeah.
I'm trying to remember, Evangelist, do you still have his hands? Like, didn't you wear them around your neck or something?
I forgot
Check my
about that.
inventory. It's in my inventory. One of Mad Manu's hands has been in inventory this whole time.
I'm going to
Just have it in my
please
pocket.
request that you do not bring those out while we're here. Because even if they don't
Chained together
recognize
like
the
nunchucks.
Well, I have a feeling that, like, if they see the ship, sure, but if they see some dude with two hands just around his neck like nunchucks, they're gonna know who we are.
I'm not wearing them like a necklace. They're in a pocket. They're there just in case I need them.
How
and
big are your pockets?
He's a droid.
I'm
Droids have
I'm a
he's got a
droid.
compartment. He's like Bender.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Do you
no.
think Manu's ship has like finger sensors and we can use his hands to access his ship?
Jeremy, based on the ship that we have now, is that a possibility? Because it is the same model of ship.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yes, you are allowed to talk now.
Will I get deleted?
No.
Okay. Yes. This ship model actually has an override in the event of an emergency to use a handprint.
Wow.
We just
Interesting.
in theory, considering this is Mad Manu's ship, you actually could use his hand to open up the door at any time.
What do you think?
So
Okay, we need to okay. We got to figure out, is this guy also running a con here, or is he actually doing like freelance work for the Empire? And also, what are we gonna do about the Mon Calamari, the delicious fishman? Not really. It's not necessarily our table, but like maybe
I don't
we could...
think our characters would like the other guy we happened to run into, and it was convenient for us to help him. There is nothing convenient about helping the Mon Calamari right now.
Unless you wanted
You say that.
unless you wanted a distraction to get on board the Executor.
I feel like there's a chance we're just gonna come by the Mon Calamari if we got plenty to do on this planet. We may go by those rebels. We just mind if we do walk past the rebels, we should spit on them for the sake of maintaining our cover.
I just realized we don't
Okay.
really know what we're doing right now, do we? Like
No,
our
you don't
plan
have a
went
plan.
as far as land on
now?
the
Have we
planet.
ever
When do we
known
ever
what
know?
I'm just saying, like normally
You
we
say
take
that
at
like
least
it's
one
new.
step. No, but I'm just saying, like I'm
never had a plan.
I'm just saying
For the group,
we
for the
landed
group, because it
okay.
sounds like
We've
there's a
been
man with
winging
buzzed
our
off
plan
a
to
hand.
kill Space Hitler this whole time.
I'm just saying, at least
I
we knew
should-
generally, like, we're going here, we're doing this. What are we doing right now? We're
should
landing
let
on
you
the
all-
planet.
I should let you all know.
Oh,
I should
no.
let you all know.
Uh-huh.
I do have that man's hands, maybe. Open a little
No,
compartment.
we
on my
know. We're
chest and
well
go in-
aware. They smell.
Go in my entire chest, like just in case. I put him here
Mm.
because I miss having a heart, so I put him in here. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
You're doing the whole
can make
Tin
you
Man thing.
It's Grievous. It's because he's a cyborg.
What?
Figured I'd make myself into a cyborg. It's a good idea at the time. But we about rebels, On the planet, we got Vader on the planet. Do we got enough to blow up Vader yet? I forgot. How many? How much of that? How many D's did you make?
He mysteriously
How
does
many
not
D's
have,
a D?
He doesn't have any more on him.
Do Star Wars ships have the ability to like scan for life forms? Can we see how many people are on Manu's, whatever his name, ship at the moment?
Mad Manu's, yes, they do have scanning technology. It's not great. It's not like Star Wars level.
Get a general number.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, is most of his crew on the ship, or is there just like a guard and they're on the planet?
Oh, most of his crew's on the ship right now.
I guess we have no way of telling if Manu himself is on the ship.
It's like he's not necessarily a problem, except the fact that he's like sitting right next to our escape route. Like we could just try and avoid eye contact. We could disembark and just try and avoid eye contact and like put a sheet over Vangelis.
Do this. You'll be fine. We look like anybody. Still live to see your face.
Do we? Is it possible that we could sneak a tracking device or something onto the Executor? Because then when it leaves, we can follow it.
If you want to, you don't have a tracking device, and you'll have to build it.
I'm just saying, like,
or you
Could
could
that be
rip one
space
off.
transport engineering?
Or you could rip one off from the Empire itself.
But would that because we don't want to have a confrontation with Vader here, right? This is just a midway point. We're trying to.
I don't think it matters. We're gonna lose either way.
Well, yes, but I'm thinking with the mind of a person who doesn't know that.
Why would following him to Endor be advantageous?
I'm just saying, in case we have to run, putting the tracking device on his ship.
Yeah, okay. We'll find track. I mean, can I try and make one real quick?
Sure.
Would that be engineering?
Yeah. 13.
Jeez.
Okay. Now, here's the problem. The Executor is fucking huge and travels through hyperspace. So with what you've made, you can follow him very easily through hyperspace if you're going in roughly the same direction. But you'd have to be on the exterior of the ship, not inside it, for you to be able to track it successfully.
We need to super glue it onto the back.
Keep your eyes. We'll keep
have
this
it
as plan
attached
B.
so securely that having it travel at nearly the speed of light won't dislodge it.
Well, because like this is Heather not knowing. This is Heather not knowing a lot, but like, wasn't there in the Mandalorian they were able to track the baby?
Yeah, that's weird. I never figured out how they were doing that.
So yeah, I guess tracking technology in Star Wars is actually very ahead of its.
That's why I'm saying,
conventional
like,
curve. So,
I'm pretty sure, like,
A New Hope, they tracked the rebels the whole time.
Yeah, but they had.
Well,
Like,
no,
we never see the we never see the device they used to track the Falcon. So you can just assume they shoved like they can shove something of that size to be in there.
The quantum tracker things that they brought in the Mandalorians were very like universe breaky because like that you could just program this little fucking iPad to find anyone in the galaxy, and that seems.
The idea is that because they were experimenting on Grogu for so long, somehow they put
the trackers
on him.
The Mandalorian used those trackers for like in season 1 he used those for all his bounties. Like he was tracking down the blue guy and it was just
So yeah, I guess you can easily make a tracker that would be and put it on the Executor. I'm just saying the Executor's so fucking huge.
And the battle armor is like really thick, so I can see why we'd need to put it on the outside so it wouldn't muffle the signal.
So why would the Empire hire bounty hunters when they could just track anyone with their own equipment?
Because
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
They're constantly looking for 1 million people. So
Well, I mean, but like Luke or Han would be a much bigger priority. That's why I'm saying these were like fucking universe-breaking lore things. Like,
wait, did they ever take? We can assume they took the tracker off of the Falcon when they were retrofitting it in Empire.
I'm assuming they found it when they led the Death Star to Yavin. I'm assuming they searched the Falcon after that. Yeah.
Between Lando and Han, one of them fucking found it.
Anyway,
because they couldn't in Empire, they couldn't track the Falcon.
And we'll assume that the Executor would have so much goddamn shielding on it that it would obscure tracking signals, because that would just be smart design with
that would make sense. It's a big ship.
So you have a tracker. The Executor's not here. You are sitting next to Mad Manu, and there is a rebel on the base. Have fun. What do you want to do?
Okay, we do have to think about getting off the ship without Mad Manu saying, "What the fuck?" So
do we Do we think?
Who-
Yeah, we gotta think about where he's at, and do we think the rebel captives might have any
Might
kind
be
of useful intel?
worth looking at least, because I've never seen him on Katamari before.
Who did Mad Manu see amongst our crew?
Oh,
Because
all
it
of
wasn't
you.
all of us. He saw all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
it's been
kind
a
of
while.
stared us in the eyes before we snapped his
'Cause-
hands off. And
Oh, right.
He would have seen you he saw all of you because you all passed him at one point. He saw you the least because you were piloting the ship. The other guys were there when his arms were getting cut off.
Okay. Send me first then, because then that way, if he sees me and clocks me, then the rest of you guys will immediately be clocked as well.
Well, or we throw on some fucking helmets. Let's go see what we got. Like, just put a fucking bin on your head, you know?
Yeah, all right.
You all have blaster helmets.
Yeah.
Mine is very oddly shaped.
And we're gonna throw a sheet over Vangelis and
Yeah, I've been wearing my helmet
say
the
he's a
entire
ghost.
time.
Yeah, he hasn't taken his off technically. All right, let's see if
Does
Mad.
my Mandalorian helmet have pigtails? Because of my little tentacles.
Yes.
Yes.
You have chainmail pigtails.
All right, I'm gonna see. So, are you heading off of the ship?
Say again? Sorry?
Are you heading off the ship?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
All right. So, as the four of
Oh.
you
We've
file
gone on
out,
mission.
Is Jeremy also like our security system? Or
Yes.
is he just okay?
Yeah.
Should
He
we
has-
tell him not to let anyone else on if we're not with them?
yeah, you can tell him that. He can
Sure.
still get sliced, but he'll
Well,
just act.
yeah.
But yeah, he can do it.
Okay. If one of us isn't with us, don't let them on the ship. Okay?
Hold on. You said okay. So if one of you is not with you,
No. I'm just saying, if none of us are here and somebody else tries to come onto the ship,
yeah,
don't let them.
okay. But if they're with you, that's okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
If we let them, not if we're being taken hostage.
Right. Okay.
We'll just tell them.
I'm assuming we can talk to Jeremy of like communicators, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got
okay.
little wrist communication.
So we can update him if needed.
All right.
So like
Uh-huh.
circle.
Don't worry, Jeremy. I'll tell you all about our adventure. I'll tell you everything that happened. You're gonna love our stories.
Okay.
I downloaded Space Tetris. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Shut up, Jeremy. Let's go.
All right.
That was me.
Okay.
I was preempting his response.
Before we go out, my character puts on like a jacket or something as like a really, really good disguise.
Okay. Where did you get this jacket from?
It's just
Space.
like, you know, it's
It
like
was in
if I
one of the
pull it off
crates.
someone-
He got it from Space Target.
Oh, yes, it's from one of the crates. So it has like some kind of big, stupid logo for like I don't know, like a toothpaste company or something.
Okay, I
Space
tell you what.
Crest.
You have a Letterman style
People
jacket
brush
from the
their
hit Imperial propaganda film, Oh My Emperor, You Are So Grand. And okay, that's what you have.
Oh jeez.
I got some-
It's
give me
Birth
some
of an
swagger.
Empire. Oh no.
It's a musical. It's like Springtime for Hitler, but not ironic.
Oh, I know.
That's in case Mad Manu sees us. That's what I've got on since I'm the robot. So ideally,
Yeah.
that causes him to potentially not recognize people.
He looks like that droid that stole my hands, but he's wearing that coat. All right. So as you head down the ship, down the walkway, heading on to the launch pad, landing pad, you see Mad Manu coming out. He does indeed have buzzsaw hands that are clearly vibroblade buzzsaws. And as he's walking down, his men are like, "Boss, I don't get it, man. Why didn't you just get like friggin' robot hands like anybody else?" To which, and he starts spinning them angrily to emphasize a point, because I want to be ready if I ever see them again. And as all of you look at him and he looks at you, he in no way recognizes any of you and continues to walk on.
I did this.
How does he wipe?
That's a good question. Perhaps there's a haunted series of coworkers who's standing next to him.
He has got an attachment. You just sticks
it's-
like a roll of toilet paper on the end there.
Dom, it's
Just
it's the seashells.
I like to think, and this is my personal belief, is that any time in which
DeLorean
he would,
said the exact same thing at the same time as me. That was so weird.
I like to think that any time he has hand needs, one of his associates is assisting him.
Oh.
They are very unhappy about it, and there has been many votes to have him replace his buzzsaws with hands, only for it to have been met with concise no's and the spinning of buzzsaws. So as you walk down, he's like, I will get my revenge on them with these hands, and if I ever see them again, I'll kill them. Looks over you, hey, how's it going? And he keeps walking.
I'm glad I didn't have to go oh, it's you. It's like, how dare you? Do you think all Twi'leks look the same?
Yeah.
Like, that was my prepared response for that.
Mike, I see that you rolled 2 dice, and one of them, the force die, was a natural 1.
Yeah.
Is that the roll for him to recognize us and fail miserably?
Yeah.
I'm very glad that you showed us that roll. That I enjoyed that greatly.
You're welcome.
We're just walking with confidence.
Yep.
You see that nerd with those buzzsaw hands? What a tryhard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see him heading off to the commissary to get a drink.
Ow.
How'd he drink?
You could go watch if you want.
Oh, really?
I do want to go watch.
A really big straw.
It's not even a voluntary action. My body just starts moving. It's like I have to see this.
Me too. I'm really starting to turn.
All of you are watching him as
flexible.
he goes away with this bus.
I didn't realize. Like, why am I? Oh shit! I guess we're going to go watch to see how he drinks.
All right. Are you actually all going to go watch Mad Manu just to
I'm
torment?
doing what everyone else is doing. I don't care.
There's Kaluna's character Shiri going, all right, we've got past him. Guys, it's the remaining 3 of you. Walk up to the commissary, sit down with no chill next to Mad Manu, who gets a drink put in front of him and is trying to scoop it up with his buzzsaw hands. And you just see him trying to grab it, and he just keeps slipping out of his grasp. You know how, like, if you were trying to pinch or anything, it just goes and a little further around the table, and and only for him to have to scoop it and bring it back. At which point, after a few hot minutes, I assume Shiri goes, "Come on, just go, no," and starts pulling you guys away.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on.
I'm asking if he needs a hand. I gotta help you, because I can go like you want one.
Here's the thing. We don't want to get caught, but if we do, then you can do that.
All right.
So you are
Why
now
do I always end up being the sensible character?
You don't
This
have
happens-
to be. It's just what
No,
you
I
chose.
know, but like we already have 3 chaos gremlins. Like we don't need a 4th.
Yeah, we do. I want to see this
No.
whole place burn.
Chaos gremlins for everyone, Kaluna. Stop being a buzzkill.
Yeah.
Get it? Buzz hands, buzz
Yeah.
Oh!
I think that's more Vangelis' speed than mine, but yeah.
Mike, so I've just got an emergency warning saying they're considering shutting off my power because of a fire nearby, so if I disappear, that's why.
Oh, dear God in heaven. Well, then we'll have to end on a cliffhanger for the episode if that is the case.
Yep.
Good fun. Anyway, moving on. You are all now in the Imperial area. There are numerous Imperial supplies being ferreted back and forth. You can easily steal anything you would want that is Imperial regulation. There is, of course, the usual communication stations where you can go and get information, or even perhaps find out where Vader is coming from or how to get on his ship. And last but most certainly not least, there is, of course, the Prisoner Bay area, the commissary itself, which currently has a Mad Manu in it trying to drink beer.
You're probably not there.
Alright. Let's... so what is the plan? What are we doing?
That's what I asked for, and y'all made fun of me!
I'm gonna go talk to the rebel.
In the commissary.
You want to go talk to the rebel?
Commissary.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the rebel. I'm making executive
While we're
decision
here-
right now.
Wait, where's the rebel?
In the prison facility next to the landing area.
Okay. So it's a separate thing from the. So they took him.
All right.
Where did he come from?
So the landing area is a large space that has various services attached to it, including a communication station. Sam, do you have the picture for it?
I do, but hold on. Kanishira has also followed us on Twitch. Thank you, Kanishira.
Kenny!
So, there's a large landing area that that is reasonably well fortified from the ground, just in case, and has numerous way stations to take objects to and from on this large landing pad. Connected to it is an emergency stock. It's like a small stockade, basically, like you would see on any other kind of base. As well as various materials are being ferried over from their storage areas on the planet to where you are now, in anticipation of Vader's arrival. Did that answer your question, or did I just over-describe?
No, no, that gives me a layout. I wasn't sure when you had talked about the rebel if they'd had the rebel on the Executor or if they had him on the planet and were going to then transport him to the Executor.
He is in the stockade on the planet to be ferried to the Executor.
Got it. Okay.
Upon Vader's arrival.
Right.
We're already here.
As well as a bunch of other stuff.
Might as well go see what the rebel has to say.
All right.
Yeah, if we let him out, that could be a good distraction, and then that gives us a chance to put the tracker on the ship.
Are you heading over to the stockade, all of you?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So you all head over to the stockade. It's a rather small one. It has maybe 2-3 cells located with a major hallway connecting them and an admittance area. The guard on duty is a rather portly Imperial Navy officer. He's just kind of sitting back, reading something on a slate, nodding to himself. Yeah. We were right to blow up all... Oh, shit! Hey, how's it going? How can I help you, civilians?
We're here to see the fish sticks.
Oh, the Mon Calamari! That's not a fish, that's...
We're here to spit on the rebels, because we hate them.
Oh, okay. Someone needs to make a persuasion or a command roll to convince them that that is a sensible
I think that was
thing.
a command.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a command roll. First start. Yeah, this button, right?
Yep.
Submit.
17. He's like, oh, all right. Yeah, spit on the rebels. Yeah, you. This is what keeps the Empire going. Civvies like you making us feel all proper, like you're here in it with us, you know, in the trenches.
But if the calamari's a fish,
That's
just
right,
spitting on it
right.
help?
I don't know. Hang on, I got
I
notes.
sing a few lines from the musical that our droid is advertising.
Yeah. Well, I got his thing. Mon Calamari. Best when storing a Mon Calamari to keep them in a dry environment, because they do better in water.
Oh.
In moist environments or something like that.
So spitting on him may actually help him.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no! We don't spit water. We're from. We spit acid. Yeah, no, not acid. I'm just kidding with you. I'm getting visibly nervous in my jacket.
Well, I mean, if you want to go make fun of the rebel, go ahead.
Yeah. Right. I need to ask him a very important question.
Ooh.
How did he get caught? Was it a trap?
You're talking to me. I don't get your reference that you're trying to make, man. But okay.
It hasn't happened yet. In a few, trust me, it's going to be hilarious soon.
All right.
If anyone is curious, regardless if it's squid or octopus, they're technically mollusks.
Oh,
not
thank you.
fish.
I'm going to use my communicator, and I'm just going to radio Jeremy. Like, hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Hey, they're about to let us in the stockade. I think it's going well.
Okay, good luck. You're doing better than I ever have at anything. All right. So you head to the cell, and it has, of course, a small porthole, so you could go in and talk to someone. And there, Sam, do you have his picture ready? Is the venerable, the amazing Admiral Akbar.
What? Admiral Akbar is their prisoner?
Yeah.
Hours before the Battle of Endor?
Technically days before the Battle of Endor, but yes.
Huh.
Because they haven't rescued Luke yet.
You mean Han?
Sorry, they haven't rescued Han yet. You have no idea what he was doing prior to that mission, to that debrief.
I pull up my blaster and shoot Admiral Akbar on the head.
Do you actually?
No.
Okay.
But I just wanted to see if you could roleplay your way out of that one.
Oh,
Fuck
but
your
didn't
cannon.
you know Mon Calamari are immune to blasters? Specifically, it's the head.
His twin brother, Admiral Backbar.
The timeline's splitting.
The timeline has split many times based on our actions thus far.
So Akbar slowly turns around and says, "All right, what do you want?"
No,
You're here to make
that. You've got to. That is a terrible impression. Try again.
Fuck you! I'm doing the best I can.
It's a trap.
I can't go on. This is as deep as I get. All right, you dirty bastards. All right. What do you want? Are you here to make fun of the Ack?
Of what?
The Ack.
The Ack goes by the
What did you say?
I know your type. Rogue.
Oh no, he works for WrestleMania.
Rogue.
I always kind of imagined him talking like Winston Churchill.
I may have altered Admiral Akbar for the comedic effect. For the
Oh,
duration
but
of this.
now I want Admiral Akbar Churchill.
I may have
We will
altered.
fight them on the beaches.
Honestly, that's not that far off.
All right, who are you and what do you want from me? I won't
It's got
take
a lot
it.
of questions for a prisoner.
It's a lot of idiocy
anyone
from
else
people
you're
who are not
arrested.
Mandalorians.
Dare you?
I dare anything. I'm
Wait.
Admiral. I'm the Ack.
He is.
Did you just say we aren't Mandalorians?
He's an idiot.
Well, how did he deduce that
Listen.
we were Mandalorians? We are Mandalorians pretending not to be Mandalorians, but he knew that we
no,
were Mandalorians.
well, no, Vangelis
so-
is wearing his Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah, you wearing your blaster
just
helmets
gotta-
were stylized to look like Mandalorian helmets.
Oh, okay. Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me, obviously,
it-
but
Listen, son, this is real. All right, this is
Son?
real. This is earned.
Is
This
it earned?
earned, son.
Oh yeah.
I love that you've called him the equivalent of boy.
Prove it, sir. And Mandalorians take a job, don't they?
We're on the biggest job on the planet, son.
What's
Let me
that?
tell you all about our quest.
What's your
We're
quest?
here.
Droid.
Walking towards it.
I love two old men yelling at
So-
each other. This is fun content.
So do we our characters know who Akbar is?
I don't
Admiral
think so.
Akbar is actually a decorated hero from the Clone Wars because he did participate in several military skirmishes at that time on the soldier level. He's a known figure in the way of like he's not like a very politically popular like sort of person, but it's like, oh, I've heard that name from the history books kind of thing.
Sure.
And so some of us probably have heard of Akbar,
Yeah.
but do
And
we
he-
know that he's him?
You would have no way of confirming one way or another if this is actually Admiral Akbar.
What? Oh.
That's what all the Mon Calamari say. They're all
Yeah, every
Admiral
Mon
Akbar.
Calamari.
Dog's like
He's
8
just trying to
feet
get
tall.
laid.
Yeah, you're.
His real name is Steve.
Prove your Akbar. You tell us to prove we're Mandalorian. We know a way. What do you got? You're too short.
You want me to prove it? That I'm the real Admiral Akbar?
Oh boy. Sure.
Yeah, dazzle me. Dazzle me.
Let me open up Wikipedia so I can bring that up.
Don't you mean Wikipedia?
I said Wikipedia.
That's what he said.
It's the way I only heard Wikipedia, so it's like, okay.
String up. I was there 22 years ago at the defending of Mon Cala. When the Imperials came during their first year of the Imperial era. I was there, coordinating the first attack.
Well, you are a Mon Calamari, so it makes sense you would be on Mon Cala. So sure.
Whose personal
You could have read
slave
that on
were
the
you?
internet.
Whose personal slave was he?
Moff Tarkins.
Moff Tarkins. And you would have no way of knowing that.
I know, I was just flexing.
All right. Good flex on you, lad. Somehow he's pulled a cigar from nowhere and he smokes it in front of you.
Oh man, space cigar.
All right.
Isn't
kids.
that extremely dangerous for a fish to be smoking?
It's the Ack. He doesn't care.
Okay.
Why would it be more or less hazardous for a fish than a human?
They can't.
Toughens
No,
toughens
like
his
it's
gills or whatever.
It's smoke. It's
Smallest
fire.
gills.
I don't know.
Technically speaking,
Equally,
it's
it'll
equally.
give you space cancer whether no matter what alien race you are.
Technically,
Find it a little-
if he smokes it underwater, he's seeping a tea. But you know.
That's the
You just wrinkled my brain.
Good. Take that,
That's
Englishman.
the thickest death stick I've ever seen. That's huge.
Uh-huh.
This guy's growing on me. We should bust him out of here.
I tell you what, there's a lot of money in it for you if you help me get out of here.
Hey, money means we can buy more guns.
Guns. If we can get the 7 guns we need to kill Vader. Perfect plan. All right.
Did you actually say that out loud in front of Akbar that you're trying to kill Vader?
Yes.
Okay.
Is anyone else in the room? Was my question.
No, there's no one else in the hallway with you. The guy's down.
Man, Jeff's here, guys. Hi, Jeff.
Jeff's down the hall. He's not next to you.
Okay.
So, yes, for some reason, the only security guard in this area did not escort you over while you talked to the prisoner, which makes no sense, but fuck it.
He's got really bad gas, and he's really, really ashamed of it, so he's just over in a corner.
Are these Imperials, or who are they?
Who are you talking to about?
No, like the people who have captured Akbar.
They're Imperials. This is a full Imperial base.
What the heck?
Yeah, they're very bad.
One guy's got really bad gas, and he just doesn't want to deal with it.
Or maybe it's a huge metaphor about the incompetence of the Imperium becoming a bloated society in such a short period of time, showcasing to a lazy talent that allowed the Rebel Alliance to become the strong force that it was.
Or he's got space farts, and that's funnier.
Column A, column B.
2 things can happen at the same time.
Anyway, you're trying to kill Vader? Darth Vader?
How did you know that? Oh.
He just said it out loud.
Steve
I tell you what,
kids.
kids.
Everyone keeps getting him confused.
I tell you what, kids. You help me get out of here? I'll let you do it. More accurately, I'll give you a hand in doing it.
Well, it does help your cause, so I should hope so.
Yeah, well, it does very much, yes.
He makes it sound like he's going out of his way to help us.
Hey, can I try a command roll with a statement?
Sure. You want to try to see if your command's better than Akbar's?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. What if I said we'll let you help us do it?
Semantics.
That's a good command roll.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, you got 6 on the Force die.
8. I tell you, thank you, and it's a pleasure to work with you.
All right.
It's been the most
All
delightful
right. I like
conversation.
the cut of your jib, kid.
I like the jib of your cut droid.
Oi.
I like
Oi,
her.
what's
Shut
the
up. Let's
new
go
code?
do stuff.
All right. The guard has my security access to get me out of here. You folks get me a decent flamethrower, and we're gonna have a lot of good times.
I got it.
A flamethrower? That's his personal weapon?
I don't know. Yeah, why not? You can't parry a flame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like flamethrowers too. You like flamethrowers?
Love 'em. They add the thrill of danger to a fishman like me.
I think Vangelis is in love.
You know,
The romance we
man with a
didn't know about.
flamethrower. Man with a flamethrower is not that bad actually. Maybe you don't suck as much as I thought you did. I kind of shuffled back a little bit, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Jeff.
Okay. Walking over to Jeff. You guys are yelling a lot at him over there.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
he's
a
a
real prick.
rebel scum, isn't he?
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys all done?
Yes. But give us your security code.
This
Should
isn't,
it?
this
Should
isn't
it?
in character. This isn't in character. Just this,
Should I
it's
just
such
threaten
an
him
English
with an
humor
explosive?
moment. It's like something out of Douglas Adams for me of this silent.
Yeah, that is.
Just this. Now give us your security code. What? Just,
Straight up Zaphon Beetle Pro.
Make a persuasion roll if you have it.
I
Dude, you
don't.
Do you have
persuasion.
Do you have perception?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna roll it against his willpower.
Oh dear.
8. Okay. Hang on.
Crit fail.
it. I love it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got my shit together. Okay. All right.
I do have a backup plan if this doesn't work.
I have one too. Just 1 second.
It better not be grenades.
Okay.
Guess what? It's a grenade.
Okay. I rolled a 15 on con.
Wait, let's let this one play out first.
Ah.
So
okay.
you got an 8. He got a 7. He looks up at you. You look back at him, and he says, "Okay." He sluts.
Roll under it. I
You're
can't
the-
believe it. I was
By
kidding.
one.
You're the best, Jeff.
I know. At no point have I. Yeah, no. I can't justify it. Not as a game master.
You just hand soloed me.
He just gives it to you. I can't make this make sense. There's no reason why he should.
I sent you a PM, but basically
Yeah.
I was pulling out a grenade and I was about to threaten him with it and tell him if he doesn't give us the code, I'll blow us all up. But
the Princess
maybe
Leia thing.
maybe he saw me pull the grenade out, but before I could say a word, he just agreed because the grenade. I rolled 15 on con.
Yeah, no.
So
you're holding.
We can just use it as an assisting to his role to convince them.
Here's how it
I
plays
already
out.
made the roll. It's fine.
I know.
So here's what happened.
Just so we can roleplay this a little bit.
Jeff you say, "Give me the code." Jeff says, "Okay," hands you the code. He realizes that he didn't think about what he was doing as he did it. You said it so naturally. And as he's about to go, "Hey, wait a minute," there's Tom Scab with a grenade going. His face, like they're just kind of like their nose are touching. And he's just holding the grenade in front of him. He goes, "Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh." So yeah, it happens so fast. He did it without thinking. You now have the code to Admiral Akbar's.
Okay, I'm slowly putting the grenade back down.
To be nice to Jeff, maybe if anyone asks, we threaten the grenade. If any of his superiors ask,
Yep. I'm assuming we still have to get Akbar past Jeff. I've just realised.
Yeah.
Or
Jeff
unless
has been
Akbar
humble.
unless
He's been
Akbar
humble.
has his own plan that he was. Did he say like he was going to get himself out if he got in the code to the door? Was he going to get himself?
What?
Why don't you
I
bring him
can
the code?
stay with him and hold the grenade while you guys go get him, so he doesn't try anything funny.
Tom, are you squatting on top of his desk like a howler monkey as you do this?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm also going to activate my jammer pack to try and cut out all the cameras to this area.
Sure.
Oh, smart.
Go ahead. You're smart.
I don't know what I rolled for that. Sorry, I've just got jammer pack in my inventory.
It just turns on.
Okay. Beep.
Yeah. All right. So you go in. You have the access code to Akbar's cell. You punch it in. The door opens. Akbar comes out with his cigar in his mouth. Fantastic. That's the kind of.
Cigar.
That's the kind
Someone
of
tie
mobility.
Jeff to his chair and be nice about it. He's a cool dude. I love this guy. Jeff is the best.
Excuse me for a moment. I need to mist up. And he walks over to a lockbox for the usual storage cell for prisoner supplies. So he grabs a misting bottle and starts squirting himself in the face as he pulls a literal flamethrower out with him. He puts the misting bottle. It's like a little purple misting. It's like a proper squirt bottle with a mist setting on it. It's purple. He puts it on his belt. And he holds the flamethrower. All right. The Ack is back. What's the plan, kids?
I'm just pulling my
Making a
flamethrower
lot of
out, so
assumptions,
I wanna
old man.
hold it.
You don't have a plan. None of you have a plan, do you?
No.
No, our plan was we're coming here to come and see if the rebels knew anything.
This was just a scouting mission, this part, but then, things
So,
changed,
do you
I
know
guess.
anything?
I know a lot. Have a seat.
Can you be
I'll
a
get you caught up.
distraction?
Yes, I can, but I'm giving you exposition first. So, I was rendezvousing a few weeks ago to pick up a whole bunch of Bothans and some plans of the Empires. However, they ambushed us, and I had to kill 12 men. Thankfully, they weren't on my side.
The Bothan.
A hairy
Little
fella.
furry dude.
Little hairy
Are
fella.
we seeing this in front of Jeff?
Yeah, you are. You can throw Jeff in the cell.
Okay. Well,
We asked him if he wants to join the team. He seems like on board for treachery, so.
No, Jeff is cool. He's never gonna switch sides. Look at this guy. Look at Jeff.
Jeff's hands are up with a grenade in front of his face, and as he's being spoken of in the third person.
Jeff, do you want to?
Seems like he's pretty.
Do you want to join our team? Okay. I thought I'd at least. I just wanted to pose the question first.
I
Honestly,
check into anything.
Probably a good idea.
We disarm Jeff. I check his pockets, make sure he's got nothing useful on him. Then we shove him.
He has. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna if he didn't have anything useful on, I was gonna just shove him in the cell, give him a little kiss, and then.
He has. He actually has access codes for the rest of the base.
Jeff, give me those codes.
Okay. He gives you the codes.
Hey, did you mean to do it this time, Jeff?
No. And Jeff goes in his cell, complacently not wanting to die by grenade.
Hey, Jeff, you're doing good, man. You're doing great.
Man, Vader's gonna choke me, he says as the door
Nah,
shuts.
we're gonna kill him. Don't worry about it.
You can't kill Vader.
Hey, Jeff, don't tell anyone we're doing it, though. All right? We're gonna. Hey, Jeff, look at. I show him a hand. Look, don't tell anyone, Jeff. Don't tell anyone.
Be cool, Jeff. We're trusting you here, bro. Can you
Okay,
be cool?
You know what, Jeff? I'm gonna attach this grenade to the door so that if you try to open it, it'll set it off. Okay, see ya.
It's a cell door. He can't open it.
Yeah, you can't.
Just the whole point. It's a door. It's how cell doors work.
Doesn't matter. Just make him think that it'll explode.
Tom, please note that you've lost one dummy grenade.
Okay.
All right. So you're now sitting in the holding area, the entry to the holding area with Admiral Akbar, who's regaling you with a tale. Anyway, they got the special plans for the mission that we had. Fortunately, I have a backup.
Okay.
Ask me what it's about. I'm prompted.
And what was that mission you have a backup for exactly?
Sherry's just like, oh my god. Okay, yeah, What is it?
The Empire is building a second Death Star, more lethal than the first.
How long did it take to build the? How long did it take to build
What's
the
more
first
lethal
one?
than blowing up a planet?
That was two questions said at the same time. I can't answer them because I couldn't hear them both coherently. Let's start with the droid first.
What's more lethal than blowing up a planet? That sounds like try-hard propaganda.
I agree. That's why we blew it up the first time.
You know what? You know what would be really fucked up? If a planet could blow up another planet.
That feels
That'd
excessive.
be real fucked up.
Anyway. The Emperor has a second Death Star over the forest moon of Endar, protected by an energy field.
Okay.
Well, it's a very scary situation.
I'm sure it is. Which is why I'll go nowhere near it.
We're Mandalorians. This is hard. This is a walk in the park situation for us.
yeah?
Oh no, there's another doom star hovering in an energy field on us.
You don't want to go nowhere near it?
Is
What if I
Vader-
told you that's where Vader's going? Wait, no, the rebels didn't know Vader was going to be there. Never mind. Sorry, no. Scratch that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
They didn't know. Because they would have
See,
told Luke.
like, this is an alliance of convenience.
Yeah.
We aren't exactly gonna go joining the rebel, like, squad. This is just an in-moment, this is useful. But then once we're no longer in the same room, I don't care.
Well, I intend to fight my way out of here. As only a man who has lived my life can, violently.
I'm going to take away his flamethrower and throw a sheet over him. Let's get him back to the ship. Come on.
I refuse to be entrapped, sir.
He's not hurt. He doesn't go to sleep when you put a sheet on him.
I pick up Admiral Akbar and throw him over my shoulder. Come on, fishy.
He is visibly resisting you, and he starts shoving you off. Sir, what do you intend to do with me?
We're going to put you in the ship.
Why?
Without violence.
Why?
Because we've got other shit to do. We've got other shit to do here before you start wrecking the place.
Oh, well, why don't you just ask me to go on your ship?
Because I'm an alpha chiss.
You need to go with us
I'm a
because
super
our
alpha Mon Calamari.
well, our AI
Fine,
doesn't let
Vader.
anyone else on other than us, so you have to come with us.
Fair.
We're giving ourselves letters now?
What?
Can I be Epsilon? I like that one.
Yes, darling, can I help you?
No, I was saying he needs to come with us because the AI will shoot him otherwise.
Alright.
So what if I just give him a jacket, and then they won't recognize him, and we know where Manu is, so we'll just avoid him, and we'll be fine.
We have to stop by the commissary. Akbar has to see this fucking buzzsaw drinking. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, man with no hands.
Got this fool. We took his hands off, and he's got stupid buzzsaws, and he's trying to drink with them.
Allegedly.
I need to see it.
Allegedly, we took his hands.
Okay. We need to make a plan for sneaking Akbar into the commissary. What do we have to disguise a giant fish?
Well, you would have this. This place does have extra stormtrooper armor.
Have you seen his head? Like,
yes, it would be hilarious and stupid if you pulled this off.
I will
Can we
argue
disguise
that
him as a droid?
I have a very big helmet because of my tentacles, and if there's going to be any that'll fit him, it'll be mine.
Did you want to put your
okay,
helmet
what
on?
we're gonna do?
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the back off a stormtrooper helmet and just balance it on the front of his big fishy face.
Tape.
He's got.
His eyes are on the side of his head. He won't be able to see.
You're gonna spirit Halloween this guy?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
We'll cut holes in the side of the helmet so he can like pop them out in the ear holes to be his eyes.
Okay, I'm
You
down.
have tape. I have tape.
Tape.
All right, so you start hacking up a stormtrooper helmet with extra pieces to make it so that Admiral Akbar fits a stormtrooper helmet, even though there is literally 2 massive holes in the side, so his eyes are poking out. So the 5 of you exit out, and there's a storm.
Put him in like the middle. We'll
Yeah.
surround him.
And as he's walking with you, a group of stormtroopers going by, and a couple of them stop to look at him. At which point he says, "No one told you to stop marching, soldier." At which
Damn,
point
what
they
a command
immediately
roll
keep
that guy
going
had.
because he sounds like every drill sergeant that has ever victimized them.
Sure.
Aw.
80FA is getting increasingly thinking this dude is very cool. That command roll, wow.
Yeah.
He's woo.
I couldn't
I'm starting
Akbar's.
to go.
I couldn't find Akbar's actual stats. So.
He has actual. I was gonna say, do they include stats for like predetermined characters and
Oh
stuff?
yeah. WG Star Wars actually did, but I couldn't find his, so I just made my own version.
Oh, okay.
This is maybe can Admiral Akbar canonically walk? Because every time we saw him in Star Wars, he was in a floating chair.
Yes, he
He
can.
can walk. Yeah, we've seen
Okay.
him walk in the newer trilogy
Probably 'cause he was
before he
part of
got exploded.
No, because he was still in a chair then.
No, he was standing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he can walk.
They
on the side.
did him dirty in Last Jedi, man. That Admiral
At least
Akbar.
his son lived on, so the Akbar name shall continue on in a way.
You upset
His
about how he
name's
got done dirty,
Junior.
especially now that you've gotten to hang out with the Ak?
Yeah, man. The actors are better.
Hey, Ak, you got any kids?
I got one. Pride of my life.
Aw.
Well, actually, I have 27 because we're a fish people, but my eldest son is the one who's kind of ahead of everyone else and following
hey,
the
Ak.
trade. Yeah.
Is his name Nemo?
Do me
No,
a favor. If you're ever on a ship called the Radis, wear a spacesuit at all times. Just trust me on this.
Very well, sir. However, if there happens to be a young man that needs my spacesuit in my place, the Ak always gives it up.
Oh, the Ack, you're too fucking heroic.
I'm right, I am.
I'm sure you're.
Legends never die,
I'm sure
son.
you're gonna live a long life in retirement with your son taking care of you, and I'm looking forward. You know, we saved a Rancor. You should
That
go meet him
sounds awesome.
someday
Did
when
you punch
get
it in the
older.
face?
Oh, I just told him. I told him to calm down. You should go. Maybe in like 30 years or 50 years when you retire, go meet that Rancor. You guys can hang out. It'll be a good time. We're making a better place, this universe.
Good on you. There's no point in fighting if it ain't don't make the universe a better place.
The rest of the episode just
Somehow I'm smoking a cigar through a stormtrooper helmet. No one's noticed
It's
it.
very flimsy, so short.
The Ack can make it
He's
work.
putting it through the eye hole.
Yeah, because his eyes are on the side of his head.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, they said that the one thing that stormtrooper helmets do is filter out smoke, so it must be very frustrating because he's going, what the fuck?
oh, it's working.
I like to imagine like he tried it once and then he ripped out the filter and he shoved it in there. Anyway, moving on. You have successfully escorted Admiral Akbar back to your ship. He paused as you walked past the commissary. He only had to look over and go, "Ha! Hands!" as you walked past. Only for Manu to scream in rage and spin his buzzsaws in anger.
A second after he says that, I lean in the door and I'm like, he was talking about you.
So are we back on our ship now?
Yeah, you're back on your ship. You've loaded
Okay,
Akbar
I'm gonna
back on
go-
your ship.
All right, I'm gonna go disable all the explosives I planted around the ship.
That's fair. So
Okay.
Akbar has suggested a. What was that, honey?
Sorry, it's just Kaluna's face after hearing there were explosives on the ship.
So,
I thought someone might try to steal it. You know.
The AI set to like blow them up.
Yeah, this is Manu's old ship, and he's here. He might try to steal his ship back. So I thought if he stole it, we'll blow it up.
If he
On
stole
one
it, we would
hand-
steal the other one he came in.
On one hand, you're an idiot. On the other hand, you would have blown up Jeremy. So I'm in favor of this plan. Fucking
So what
Jeremy.
is your plan now to sneak onto Vader's ship, the Executor?
Oh
we've
right,
got
that's
the
what we were
ultimate
doing here.
weapon.
I got so distracted with the Ack, I forgot what we were doing here.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we were gonna ask him to be a distraction.
Yeah.
So that way we could go and put the tracker on the ship.
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's currently with us, so now.
Alright,
I mean,
Now he
yeah,
can
the
help
pl-
us.
The plan is we were going to wait for the Executor to arrive and stick a tracker on it. So
Okay. Did you
I
want to
guess we
wait?
do that. Oh, before it gets here, actually, we should go bust into the Imperial cargo bay and see if we can find a better tracker, just in case.
All right.
So we've
that's
got nothing
gonna
else to do.
You got nothing else to do. That's going to take some stealth, sneaky rolls. Which let me double check what that is under, because I know Dom has.
Well, there's sneak. It's perception.
Under.
Dexterity, perception.
It's under perception.
I've got sneak under perception here.
Yeah.
I have search. Can I'll use that for that part.
Yeah, when you get to that part. So.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to do a roll?
Yeah, please.
Do we all or just Dom?
Whoever's going should roll.
All right.
That's 11.
I'll hang back with the Ack.
I hope Jeff's doing okay. He's a cool dude.
Jeff has been left in the cell and no one has gone to retrieve him because no one knew he was there.
Yeah.
Tom, are you
You're very competent there.
I left him a breakfast sandwich because I felt bad.
Tom, are you rolling to? Oh, you did 15. Cool. All of you are able to easily sneak into the storage area. So now that you have the access codes,
Sorry, who
from...
rolled 15?
You did.
No,
Oh,
that
it's
was
your-
for his previous roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you
Yeah.
roll a perception so you can sneak in?
Or
with
are
everyone
you
else?
staying on the ship?
Or you can stay with the act.
I'm gonna stay on the ship.
All right.
Oh, right, you gotta
Yeah,
move all
I'm hanging-
the
I'm hanging
explosive
back.
devices off.
All right. So for Dua and Shiri, you start moving into the cargo storage area, and there are various crates all over the place for different things. Until you realize that you're looking for the Executor cargo storage. Until you realize all of this is for the Executor.
Oh.
And it's a major resupply. as if it's. And do you want to start opening up some of the cargo containers to see what's in there?
If there's no one else around,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. There are people around, but your sneak rolls are high enough. Okay, Tom, you private message me what the hell it is you're building this time.
Yeah. Okay.
While
they're on that, I'm just gonna keep building more stuff.
Okay, you tell me what that is every time you roll, okay? And I'll tell you whether or not you were successful.
Okay, so should we roll for search then?
Yes, I would ask you to roll for search. Wow. All right. So,
I have a 6 to search, so.
Yeah. So, Kaluna, while searching around, you have found that most of these are batteries for Imperial. I don't know the proper term for the turret cannons on the Superstar Destroyers.
Turbo lasers?
Yeah, the turbo lasers. Thank you. For the turbo lasers. And these. Now, all Imperial Star Destroyers and Superstar Destroyers carry a contingent of these. But this is far more. Actually, that would be a knowledge roll from either of you two to determine whether or not. But the majority of the cargo is fuel and turbo laser charges for their guns. Either of you can make a knowledge roll to determine why this is unusual for the amount that there is.
I have planetary systems and knowledge, so just knowledge, right?
Yeah, knowledge.
I don't know shit.
Dom, you just make it. This is for a battle. They're anticipating combat.
Ooh. I have an idea.
Some sort of trap for the rebels.
Now, Kaluna, there is one crate. One crate that's different from the others. Would you like to open it? Inside, at first it doesn't make sense what you're seeing, because why would you need red drapes, but they're actually cloaks and helmets?
Do they have the?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah. Oh shit! It's Imperial, like the Emperor's personal guard.
You have found, and you've seen these guys on television standing next to Vader.
Do I know what this is, or do I
yes,
think this is
because
red Mandalorian
Palpatine's private guard wear their outfits, and they are at his side whenever he does a broadcast.
They have those weird spear things.
They do.
Yeah.
The spears are not here.
Mm-hmm.
But these are backup cloaks and helmets for Palpatine's personal guard.
Are they called the Praetorian Guard in that, or is that what they called later?
I thought it was.
Let me get their name.
Guard.
My Praetorian Guard in Last Jedi.
Hang on, Tom,
I have new headcanon that in Return of the Jedi, the Imperial Guards that were surrounding Palpatine were actually our characters, just waiting for an opportunity to
make that happen. We can make that happen.
They are known as the Emperor's Royal Guard or the Crimson Guard.
Okay, Crimson Guard, I like it.
Now, they canonically are always around him at all times.
Right.
But do you guys want to steal these so that maybe you can swap places with them?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, everyone give me your
Nothing
iPhones.
bad
I'm
can
plug them
happen
into
from
each
this
of these
plan.
batteries and drain them.
That's what I was gonna say. Can we drain the batteries and just leave them?
Okay.
I mean, in reality, like, these batteries are going to have enough to charge a laser that flies through space. Like, this is going to be trillions of gigawatts of energy. Like,
yeah. Okay, so in theory, yes, because this is Star Wars. There's the easy way to do it, which is you can rig them to blow up, and you have a guy for that. It's Tom. Tom's your guy.
Yeah, we were aware.
By the way,
or
so at this point, we'd probably on the comms check in with you guys. It'd be like, hey, did you find anything? I think the Axe getting restless. We just want to.
I want to fight.
Sit rep up.
I love how, like, the greatest military mind of all of Star Wars history is just basically this alpha Chad douche bro.
He's not a douche
The belligerent old man.
He's not a douche. He's just
Belligerent doesn't mean necessarily mean.
He's a
just
psychotic
yells
version
at
of
you.
Jack Churchill. That's what he is.
We found some really cool shit. Just give us a sec.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, we steal these uniforms. We stow away in this equipment. We get we tell We tell Jeremy to take Akbar to go meet the rebels, and then meet us at Endor, because that's our escape route. We use the guards. We use the uniforms. Wait, sorry, character voice. We use the uniforms to shank Vader, hightail it to the this is away, and sail off into the sunset.
You know, I don't hate it.
How many uniforms they got there?
Actually, that is a good question. 4?
Actually, 8. They're backups.
I think for the first time in this entire adventure, we have a plan. And it's all thanks to my military genius, my planning. And I didn't even have to look at that motherfucker's art.
And my ability to open a crate.
Well done.
And that's nothing to do with the GM thinking this was going to be funny as hell if you guys were the ones in that room when they sent you away.
All right.
Okay, so the plan is
We
hide in here.
We're gonna hide in these crates. Yep, we're gonna send Jeremy's gonna take Akbar to rendezvous with the rebels and then meet us at Endor.
Dumb question. Are these boxes like tied down at all?
No, but they're very
Like-
fucking heavy.
They're what?
They're heavy.
Okay,
They don't need to be secured.
cool. I just didn't want them slipping and sliding if something happens. Okay. All right. So we'll have the other two come with us, hide here.
Mm-hmm.
Play some
Then-
Sudoku while we're waiting for the executor for how many days we'll be in here.
I was gonna say we don't know how long that will be, but I guess we can bring enough rations and water and stuff to just chill.
You can raid the commissary
Well,
when it closes.
Yeah, I say we go to the commissary because I.
So we can one of the crates that has like all those batteries in it, we can just take the batteries out and then hide in there because our weight should be enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're going to the commissary, I think if we're going to the commissary, we should bring the act with us, have a drink before we part ways.
Yeah, let's take the only hostage on this base to the commissary in stormtrooper armor.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. I think he should just wait with the ship.
Ugh.
What does the act think about this?
I wouldn't know.
The Ack waits for violence.
Oh boy. Well, how do Ack? Do you want to go back to your army? Are you cool with that?
All right, tell you what, modification of the plan, if I may.
Sure, go for it.
I'm going to make like I stole your ship through the tactical use of a flamethrower.
That is
And-
almost how we got it, so sure, yeah.
That's why I said it was a slight modification.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I'm doing that, you all sneak into that cargo bay thingy called a cargo.
Works for us.
And you get in.
Oh, hey!
George C. Scott, yes.
What?
The act uses flamethrower.
Rob in chat says George C. Scott as Admiral Akbar.
If the act uses a flamethrower, let's make some noise and say it's us stealing this ship, and that'll get Manu to take off the planet, chase after him. Ack will wipe him out. He's nothing. That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
It would be pretty fun. We pull like a Mandalorian, so like Manu comes out of hyperspace to find the entire rebel fleet waiting for him.
That
Is
would
that-
be very funny.
Do you guys want? Is that how you guys want it to go down?
Hell yeah!
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
honestly, yeah.
Just in the hopes that happens.
Okay, so you're gonna give Akbar. So is Akbar stealing Manu's ship or your ship?
No, Akbar's stealing our ship, but we've got to try and find a way to make Manu realize that make us think it's us and that we're on the ship as well. So like,
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how we're gonna
Just-
do that.
Just get Akbar
Would you
to,
like? Would
shoot
you like
his
the Ack to make a?
flamethrower bunch-
You can say this to the Ack, and he can make a suggestion.
Okay, yep. Ack, how do we convince Manu that we're?
He only needs to think that you're on the ship, doesn't he? If we put a
Yeah.
little storage crate right next to it, he'll fall. You run into the storage crate. I'll run onto the ship. He'll think you ran on with me.
Well, at the moment, because of our perfect disguises, he doesn't even know we're here. So are we going to ditch the disguises, run onto the ship, and then hide?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, alright.
All right.
That works for me. Also,
4-dimensional holo chest.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
Akbar is a friend of ours. Please
Okay.
don't blow him up or anything.
It's
I can't
Jeremy, obey Admiral Akbar as if he was one of us, but with less bloody whining.
Okay.
Shut up, Jeremy.
Are you liking the space Tetris?
It's fun, but I'm very bad at it. I keep dying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you
Everyone does. That's how Tetris works.
All the things stack up.
Yeah, but that's just losing. You don't die. It's not like...
To Jeremy, it's death.
Oh.
Alright.
All right. So you have a plan?
Yeah.
So you're all five of you walk over to the commissary.
We're gonna run by the commissary and just each one of us take off our helmets and flip him off, like
or
one by
you could
one.
just literally sit down next to him.
I'm just
and
thinking
order all the
it would have.
food.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
thinking it would have
Manu.
been funny if I didn't disable the explosives, and when Manu's guys run after us onto the ship, we blow it up, and so therefore kill Manu and also kill Akbar before he canonically appears.
I hope that the
Oh no, I've
Akbar.
gone cross-eyed.
I hope that the Akbar that I have made is far too endearing for you to kill. That was my goal.
I know.
Well, knowing
Yeah,
him,
but so is Jeremy.
Akbar would have seen it coming and gone onto the other ship because he's a
Yeah.
fucking Chad. So.
So do I want to re-enable the explosives? Yes or
No.
Okay, I'm hearing a no.
Out of character, I don't want you to kill Jeremy. You so mean.
I've abused him the most, but I don't want him to die.
Yeah.
All right.
If we are gonna do this, just sit down next to Manu and order food. I want to just throw one of his hands on the table.
No, wait.
It's ironic because I love Jeremy more than anyone, but I consider
Manu,
him
look-
acceptable losses.
Hey man, look what I can do. Ooh. Ooh.
To stop him
Jazz
from
hands.
immediately having his people shoot us if we're sitting next to him. Guys.
We'll role play that out and see how it goes.
Oh shit! Let's do what that fucking gross comedian did. It was just like pull out a blast and shoot one of his friends.
What?
What?
Bill Burr?
Bill Burr was in The Mandalorian. He just shoots a guy across the
Oh
table.
Jesus! I thought you were talking about something in real life.
What I
Oh, no.
do? I was like, what the fuck?
Did Bill Burr do a drive-by on somebody in real life? Jesus!
Oh no.
Whew. I mean, I don't always agree with the man's opinions, but Jesus
Yikes.
Christ, there's a line.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah. So all of you walk over to the commissary, and after ordering
I
a
love
bunch of
how
food,
unnecessary what we're doing is.
it's great.
That
I love it.
sounds about right for us.
And while ordering, you order a bunch of food, just you sort to go, and as you stand there, you're looking at Manu, and he looks back at all of you going, what? You all take your helmets off, and there's a few seconds of recognition
my
before
jacket off.
Yeah, he just goes, oh! And his buzzsaws start up. Do you all open fire on him and his men?
I want to just
Yes,
wave one
but
of his hands at him. Be like,
yeah, okay.
We're gonna open fire, but we're gonna do it as we're running out the door, so we're just sort of firing over our shoulders.
Sure.
I'm not going to use any of my grenades because I'm going to save them. We're probably
Alright.
going to need them soon.
Okay.
I'll just start shooting wildly.
You all start shooting wildly at him, and Manu is openly trying to chase after all of you, screaming,
Nice.
"Come back here, you assholes!" Admiral Akbar is holding up the rear with his flamethrower, constantly misting himself, screaming, "The Ak is back!" as he fires the flames at him. Most of his men are hesitant to run into the path of the flamethrower, except for Manu, which earns a reply from Akbar of, "Your skin can't repel flames of this magnitude!"
Ah.
damn, this guy's cool.
Alright, so I need all of you to roll sneak, or failing that perception, to sneak into the crates. Because you should do something.
Perception.
14, 11,
Oh, that's not bad.
10, and... I'm just waiting for Kaluna's roll.
Sorry, my thing was being weird.
No worries.
Dice are going better than last time.
Yeah, this is actually going
Yeah,
Say that.
lately.
All right, so you all run in and immediately sneak into the crate and shut the door. From small slats on the inside, you can see Akbar scorching earth, running up to the deck of your ship. The door and he runs up and he takes off. Manu is screaming with his buzzsaw hands and proceeds to run up the deck of his ship and flies off after him as the Imperial soldiers are shooting at the ship. And
I think the most amazing
You
thing.
crazy fish Giga Chad.
I think the most amazing thing isn't that he didn't recognize us, but that he didn't recognize his own ship part next to his other.
We had modified it, and like you said, it's like the fucking Volkswagen of ships. Like everyone's got,
Oh, okay.
So, as it tears off into the sky, you just watches all this blaster fire goes after it, and after a few tense minutes, you all exit.
That was such a cool exit. That guy was fucking cool.
You exit the cargo carrier and proceed to walk over to the cargo area and sneak yourselves. What cargo container are you going to go into to hide?
Okay, so we've got the choice between batteries and Imperial Guard backup suits. Now, considering our plan is to knock out the Royal Guard and take their places, that seems like a logical crate, because they can be like, open the crate, bam!
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
I just hope neither of them are going to be transported in a vacuum.
Can we bring air tanks with us? Can we steal that? Is there anything we can...
We have our suits for space.
Oh, that's right,
No,
yeah.
your suit's only... Kaluna, you're the only one who bought a vacuum suit.
I am?
Yeah. No one else did.
Well, it doesn't... No, we're not going to be in a...
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Wait,
Well,
so
I guess I'll live at the end.
Yeah,
the
that's
rest
the
of us
spirit.
didn't get spacesuits of any sort or any... Oh, dear.
You bought blaster armor helmets and blaster vests. That was it.
Stormtrooper helmets come with an air supply, right? Because that's how Boba Fett survived inside the Sarlacc. He pulled the thing out and put it in his helmet.
Yes, but I don't know that they're deep space safe because they die.
Yeah, but we're not worried about deep space. We're worried about lack of air holes in this crate.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I don't think we needed to think that
Uh,
part through.
Anyone can make a search roll or perception roll to see if they can find any kind of, or just you can look for that. You're in a storage area.
Oh, damn, Kaluna.
Yeah, Kaluna, you very easily find oxygen tanks and vacuum suits for the rest of the team.
Okay.
Except
yeah,
for
that's why
Vangelis, who
I
doesn't-
put points in search, because I'm like, I bet we're gonna need this.
Except for Vangelis, who doesn't need to breathe for obvious reasons.
Do any of our blasters come with a stun setting or
Yes,
anything like that?
all blasters come with a stun setting.
Okay. Just checking. I guess we get into the crate and start playing Monopoly.
All right. So the days
I
pass.
love being the shoe.
There is a tense moment when you have to realize you have to dispose of your own waste at some point and proceed to start. Yeah. So occasionally
It's in the robot.
You occasionally are making runs to the toilet, going oh shit, 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 oh shit through the cargo area.
Oh, I guess he's got to poop.
But after a few days of waiting, sure enough, the container is. You hear some clamps going on the side of the container, and it is loaded on board another ship and carried up to Darth Vader's ship, the Executor.
All going according to plan.
Meanwhile, deep in Rebel space, a lone, very enhanced ship comes out of hyperdrive known as the/A Wayfarer, and Admiral Akbar has been spending the last few days in hyperspace giving Jeremy self-esteem lessons.
Oh, good.
And at which point he's just got his feet on the console saying, "Now, Jeremy, no matter what, be a man." To which Jeremy
Unless you're a
replies,
woman.
"But I'm an AI." Shut
Not
up.
a girl. Not a robot.
Doesn't matter. All right.
Just the not a robot.
And as
So,
and
I
as
don't know
it,
if that was an intentional reference, but
and as it pulls in, Akbar radios up, "Buenos dias, everybody! The Ak is back!
Oh man, he speaks space Spanish?
I need y'all to hit
There's no
the
Spain in space.
I need y'all to hit the motherfucker coming in from hyperspace behind me." And the next member of the Manu clan, as Dom predicted, dies coming out of hyperdrive from rebel blasters opening fire excessively on on Mad Manu's ship. And before he dies, he has a chance to send a signal off to the next member of the Manu clan, who shall now hunt you. But they will be revealed next episode. And as Akbar's ship touches down, it lands perfectly next to the Millennium Falcon, which has now come back with Han Solo. and we will end things there.
I will say, I'm glad we had a hand in that.
Yep.
That was awesome.
I'm glad. And that brings a...
That went so much better than all our previous adventures.
Yeah, it
Like,
really
that was-
did, actually. That was surprisingly successful.
I think it's. I'm glad I
It's a
put
lot.
points in the skills that I did because those were the ones we needed.
Yeah. So, we will be... Okay, so, major announcement from us at D20 Live. Sam and I are moving. So, the next few... while we will still have our Halloween stream with Vampire coming up next Sunday, we will have to reschedule for November, so just stay posted. I'll be doing an announcement video properly about it later on tonight, once things kind of calm down. But we have found a new place and we will be relocating.
Yay.
So,
Congrats.
so apart from that, Sam, is there anything else I need to announce?
Vampire.
I said Vampire. You have your Vampire game on Halloween.
Just promote it.
Okay, so for those of you who have enjoyed our Sam's annual Vampire Halloween game, where she plays the much beloved Calidora, the very diminutive prince of Toronto. She will be bringing it back on the 30th of October, as well as we will be dealing with the consequences of the werewolf game and everything that happened when they burned her bar to the ground and beat up one of her men and threw him in a lake.
Okay.
But that will be on the 30th at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, right here at youtube.com/D20Live and twitch.tv/D20Live. Is there anything else I need to bring up?
That's about it.
Okay. So, and that brings us to conclusion, but it's not about me, it's about my guests, and we will start from the top this time, starting with Kaluna, if you have anything you want to promote while you're out.
Nothing I can say right now, actually. Sorry. There's some stuff, but not for a bit, right?
Oh, they not announced the thing on Tuesday? Oh, okay. Are you sure? I thought they would talk.
I don't remember.
We'll play it safe and not.
Yeah, because like we've had conversations, but I don't know if they've actually said that they're doing it yet.
You know, they're a much bigger deal than us, so they probably don't need the promotion. So
I can kind of guess who it is based on what you've said, but still.
Yeah. So we've got some stuff coming up for Halloween, but just keep an eye out for it, I guess. So you can always follow me on Twitter, or you can subscribe on YouTube at Kaluna Reviews. And if you'd like, you can always check out my audiobook narration. You can look under the name Heather Wynne, Wynne. That's me. If you want to hear me read a bunch of stuff, there is a young adult spooky story that's perfect for Halloween. So yeah, go check that out.
Not as good as an Amish Harvest. That was your peak performance.
That was peak scary. So yeah.
Yep.
Next up, Dom.
Hi. Yep. You guys can find my YouTube channel, Dominic Noble. The next big episode that's coming out is going to be a Lost in Adaptation about House of the Dragon. So that's going to be coming out at the beginning of next month. I'm going to be appearing in another D&D podcast that's coming out on Halloween. It's a Call of Cthulhu game with rolling with difficulty. I'm playing an angry old belligerent colonel with a gun and a short temper.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, definitely tune into that. That probably will be posted on Indigo's page, Sophia Ricciardi, my editor. So yeah, keep an eye on her Twitter for more updates on that.
Next up, Tom.
Okay, so my channel's Weird Video Games. The next Weird Video Game episode that I'm working on probably won't be finished until the new year, but I'm reviewing Aero Fighters 2, the sequel to the first Aero Fighters game, which I reviewed way back. Very strange game. You have a talking dolphin and a baby that fly fighter jets. It's also
Is
there a talking baby in Star Fox?
I don't know.
I mean, Pepe's kind of like.
It's also the Commodore 64's 40-year anniversary, so I'm doing a series of videos on old Commodore games, and I also have my podcast I'm doing called WikiSift, which Big Mike has been on a few times, where instead of directly consuming media, I just read what fans write write about it online, and we find the weirdest stuff.
We did Kirby.
Yep, we did Kirby.
And last but certainly not least, Vangelis.
Yeah, hey, I just got a YouTube handle that's just Vangelis, so I assume that means you no longer have to specifically look for like Vangelis Reviews or Vangelis Central, but I'm on YouTube. The next video coming up is actually board game tabletop related. Very first video I'm doing about something like that. I got a Kickstarter preview for a little fight skirmish game that fits in your pocket called Nano Battle. That's a Kickstarter happening like in a week or so, but I got a preview video for that coming up next, so keep an eye out if you want to have little Keshi dudes have a fight on some hexes. They each have a die, you roll them, you play cards out of your hand. It's like one of the games. It's good times.
And of course, I'm Mike. As again, come and join us on youtube.com/D20live and twitch.tv/D20live. I have been packing way too much. And we will see you all in 1 week's time before we go on what will be our last hiatus for this year. Thank you all very much for joining and enjoying the shenanigans. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want